Hi friend, my name is Abhimanyu Bhattacharjee and as you all know I'm a booktuber and I'm making video on this book. The name of this book is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. And friends, as I always say, this book is this long and I cannot make this full book in one video. So what I'm doing is that I'm making each and every topic on each and every video so you can understand it in a better way. And friends, what I'm doing is that I'm giving number to each and every video. So if you come sequence wise 1, 2, 3, 4, you will understand it in a better way. Apart from seeing 18 video, 20 video, 43 video, there is quite possibility that you get confused friends, okay? And friends, if you have any doubt, you can directly ask me in the comment section because I do see the comments and I give answer to each and every comments. And friends, you can also follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Abhimanyu Bhattacharjee 1906. So we'll spell it for you friends, okay? It's ABHIMANYU BHA TTACHARJEE 1906. And friends, before proceeding further, I would like to tell you do subscribe my channel, like the video, press the bell icon. So whenever I update a new video, you'll get the notification friends, okay? So friends, in our last video, I have covered the topic called the science and art of true prayer. So this was the topic which I covered on the last video friends, okay? And friends, in our today's video, I'm going to cover the topic called the visualization technique friends, okay? This topic. Friends, this is 61 number video and the name of the topic is the visualization technique. So let us see what author Joseph Murphy is telling to us in this topic friends, okay? The easiest and the most obvious way to formulate an idea is to visualize it. So here author Joseph Murphy is telling the easiest and the most obvious way to formulate an idea is to visualize it. To see it in your mind's eye as vividly as if it were alive. So we need to see it in our mind's eye vividly as it was alive friends, okay? You can see with naked eyes only what already exists in the external world. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling we can see the naked eyes what already exists in this material world friends, okay? And basically here author Joseph Murphy is telling the easiest and the most obvious way is to formulate an idea, means whatever idea we are formulating in our mind and visualize it. For example, we have any dream, we have visualized it and now we are formulating that idea in our mind with vividly as as if it is real, it is not fake, that thing is happening in reality. So if we see that in a fake way, we won't be able to visualize it, but if we see it in a real way, we would definitely be able to visualize it friends, okay? So here author Joseph Murphy is telling to us in this topic, and in our naked eyes we can only think those things which already exist in the external world friends, okay? In a similar way, that which you can visualize in your mind's eye already exists in the invisible realms of your mind. So, your author Joseph Murphy is telling whatever we visualize in our mind, it already exists in the invisible realms of our mind, friends. Okay. Any picture which you have in your mind is the substance of the thing hoped for and the evidence of thing not seen. So whatever things we have in our mind, it is a substance thing that is being hoped in our mind and the evidence is not being seen because it doesn't exist friends, okay? So this author Joseph Murphy is telling to us in this topic. What you form in your imagination is as real as any part of your body. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling whatever we formed in our imagination, it is as it is a real part of our body friends, okay? And it is not a false or something. The idea and the thought are real and will one day appear in your objective world if you are faithful to your mental image. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling if the idea is real and original, it is going to definitely appear in the objective world if it is faithful and if it has a mental image friends, okay? So this author Joseph Murphy is telling to us in this topic. This process of thinking forms impression in your mind. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling this process of thinking forms an impression in our mind. This impression is turn become manifested as fact and experience in your life. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling that this impression creates becomes a fact in our mind and which exists in our balanced life friends, okay? So this author Joseph Murphy is telling to us in this topic. The builder visualizes the type of building he wants. He sees it as he desires it to be completed. So, your author Joseph Murphy is telling a builder desires which type of building he wants, and he desires it to be completed, friends. Okay, his imaginary and thought process become a plastic mold from which the building will emerge a beautiful or an ugly one. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling his imaginary and the thought process becomes a plastic mold in which the building will be emerged in a beautiful or a ugly one. A skyscraper or a very low one. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling that it is going to be a skyscraper or it is going to be a very low one. His mental imaginary is projected as it drawn on paper. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling his mental imaginary will be projected as if it is drawn on the paper. Eventually the contractor and his worker gather the essential material. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling eventually the contractor and the workers is going to gather the essential material. And the building progress until it stands finished. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling and the building will progress and until it stands it is going to be finished, conforming perfect to the mental pattern of the architect. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling conforming it to be the perfect as the mental pattern of the architect, friends. Okay, so this author Joseph Murphy is telling to us in this topic. I use the visualization technique prior to speaking from the platform. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling prior to speaking in any platform I used to use the visualization technique. I quit the wheel of my mind in order that I may present to the subconscious mind my images of the thoughts. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling that he used to wheel in order that he may be present to the subconscious mind of the images and the thought, friends. Okay, so this author Joseph Murphy is telling to us in this topic. Then I picture the entire auditorium and the seat filled with men and women. So then author Joseph Murphy is telling then I used to visualize the entire auditorium is sitting with the men and women, and each of them illumined and inspired by the infinite healing presence within me, within each one. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling the illumined and the healing presence which is present on each one, it is getting healed to each one, friends. Okay, I see them as radiant, happy and free. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling I see all the people as radiant, happy and also free. So this author Joseph Murphy is telling to us in this topic, friends. Okay, having first built up an idea in my imagination. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling first I need to build the idea in my imagination. So he's telling about himself. I quietly sustain it there as a mental picture while I am imagining. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling he sees the mental picture when he's imagining the thing. I hear men and women saying, I am healed, I feel wonderful. So here he listen men and women saying that I am healed and I feel wonderful. I have had an indigenous healing. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling the auditorium people are telling that I have an indigenous healing, I am transformed. They are telling that I am completely transformed. I keep this up for about 10 minutes or more. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling I keep this up for 10 minutes and more. So this is basically a affirmation, friends. Okay, so which Joseph Murphy keeps on giving to himself, knowing and feeling that each person minds and the body are saturated with love. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling by knowing that each person minds are completely saturated with the love, wholeness, beauty and perfection. So our all body is saturated with love, wholeness, beauty and also the perfection. My awareness grows to the point where in my mind I can actually hear the voice of the multitude. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling up to the this point of time he programs his mind that he can hear the voice of the multitude proclaiming their health and happiness. So each and every person proclaiming their health and also the happiness. Then I realize the whole picture and go onto the platform. So your author Joseph Murphy is telling then he realized the whole picture and he goes onto the platform. Almost every Sunday some people stops and say their prayer were answered. So here almost every Sunday every people stopped and say that their prayer were answered, friends. Okay, so this author Joseph Murphy is telling to us in this topic. So friends, in our today's video I've covered the concept called the visualization technique, friends. Okay, and friends, in our next video I'm going to cover the topic called mental movie method, this topic, friends. Okay, so friends, this topic came to an end and I will be meeting you in the next video. Till then, goodbye, take care, friends. Okay, and I will be meeting you in the next video.